Hi everyone, just coming on, and it's been a little while, so I thought I'd come back. I've been quite busy. I suppose everyone is being busy at this time as the moon waxes, and it sort of gets us, it's going a bit more, doesn't it? I've got family, not in my hometown, so this is a different background behind me, but yeah, I've got family around me, my beautiful daughters, and yeah, it's an exciting time as a new addition to our family will be coming very, very soon. It was due on Sunday, so the baby, so that is coming into our family. Yeah, so it's a bit exciting. Here to help, be a helping hand to my daughter and her partner and her family that they have. And yeah, my other daughter is here as well, and we're staying with her. So it's a really nice time. It is still cold here though, from cold where I live normally, and in winter, but it's cold here. Not normally this cold, but it's we've had plenty of snow on the snow slopes, Mount Hotham here in Australia, and the breeze is quite cool. Been very windy, very, very windy here. So yeah, it's coats on, scarves on, rug up. So that's all right. We can still do what we need to do inside. Get on here and connect with those that we're wanting to connect with. So I know that we've got this full moon in Sagittarius coming on the 11th. So we're on the 9th today. This is the 9th of June today. So it's only a couple of days away, and you know, we might be feeling a little bit more energized. So you know, that's a really good thing, but just keeping in mind of what we are creating. We've still got Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter might be actually in Cancer now, actually, yeah. But the decisions that we make, the choices that we make, we feel like the sun in Gemini, the sun's in Gemini, so that's going to be opposite the full moon, which will bring in, you know, highlighting what's needs to be balanced, I suppose, the masculine and feminine energies of ourselves into the Sagittarius full moon, and what the truth is. You know, we are actually beings of balance, of masculine and feminine. So bringing in that truth, bringing in the truth, higher truths as well, releasing what no longer serves us. It's a culmination period. So we are going to allow things to subside, things to release. You know, that could be our habits, it could be situations, it could be people, it could be, you know, something that doesn't serve us anymore, you anymore in your life. So you may be feeling something, you know, there that may be feeling quite strong within you, or you know, you might be getting some dreams that are coming in. I know that I'm getting some dreams coming in for me. Interesting though. I haven't actually brought my dream journal, so I haven't written them down, and maybe I need to just put them down in a bit of paper and just connect in with what they're really feeling, you know, the feelings that we feel in our dreams, and connecting in with that might be a bit helpful for us now. So just connecting in with our hearts, I think, connecting in with the balance, you know, that we are here on our earth, trying to make changes to come back to our truth of who we truly are, you know, and that may be challenging, and it can be challenging. It is challenging for some, for a time, but when we allow ourselves to flow through those challenges and allow ourselves to center back into ourselves and feel that calmness within us, within ourselves. It doesn't quite get that that feeling of fear. Sometimes we can feel a strong feeling of fear, and fear of the unknown, fear of what we're actually going through, and what we need to actually deal with, what we need to face, things that we haven't looked at, that we've maybe shoved under the rug, shoved it deep within ourselves, that we don't want to deal with, that we don't want to recognise, that we have that within ourselves, or that it may be going on, around us in our relationships, in our connections with others. And they're going to be mirrors for you, for me. They're going to be mirrors that is going to show what's still there, that we need to see, that we will need to release from ourselves, from our inner being, so that we can be free, from the conditioning, from and the beliefs from our past. And it can be quite challenging. We can resist and persist with what we don't want to look at. So it's going to, just keep showing up on the outside, with those relationships that that are around us and that we're with. So just allow yourself to recognise that, we've got Jupiter in Cancer. So it's going to accentuate a lot of home and family and soul feelings within our soul, within our womb, within our, it's like Cancer's connected to the moon, so, it can be really emotional. This might be emotional sort of time. So just allow your emotions, feel into your emotions, allow them to flow through you. Just feel yourself. If you need to cry, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to open up to what needs to be released through that. Maybe writing down some things, connecting in, having some time to yourself, lighting a candle and asking your soul what it is that you really need to know right now. What do I need to release? What am I creating that it does not serve me anymore? What can I release so that I can create something that really honours my soul, my truth? Maybe that's going to be something that you can work through. I'm not really sure if I'm doing a circle, a full moon circle, because my daughter is overdue having a baby, and we could be called in at any time to help assist in looking after my other grandson. So I think I'm having to leaving my options open. So I think for this period of time where this baby's due, I don't think I can actually commit to doing a circle. So I'm sorry about that. If anyone's wanting to come online to do a circle, I'll look at that, in the next moon, the next new moon in a couple of weeks, see how things are going, and maybe it could be the next month. So we'll do that, but I'm still doing, I can still do some online healings, and that's probably about it at the moment. So if you're wanting to do a Reiki healing with me, check in with me, helping you through your time. Just connect with me and see what time can be suitable for a Reiki healing. Just contact me through my website or Messenger. Message me in YouTube if you like. Message me on Messenger, on Facebook, wherever you feel that you would like to connect with me, and I can respond. On my Facebook page there is a phone number, so you can just connect with that, ring me directly. If I don't answer, I will definitely get back to you and organise a time if you're wanting to have a Reiki healing, distant Reiki healing, that is. That's all I can offer at this stage when my life is, I'm being of service to my family at the moment, and that's where my heart is at the moment. and nurturing them and allowing this new life to come into our beautiful earth, hopefully, as we go into the Sagittarius full moon. The truth is going to come forth for us all so that we can live on this earth. There's so much going on, isn't there? There's so much going on. It's feeling like a bit of a turmoil for a lot of people, I feel. You see on the world stage there's a lot of stuff going on. So we just have to connect in and keep ourselves grounded and connect in with nature, knowing that we are safe, that we are here making changes for the better for ourselves, for our future generations to come, and for our beautiful Mother Earth and the animals, and the plants, and how we eat on this planet. There's things that most definitely can change for the better. So I think if we can all do something that we really feel that's really within our hearts, that's driving us, that's giving us those passions to make changes where we need to make changes. We're put on this earth and everyone's got this a unique essence of who they are and what they're here for, and when you discover that, and when you've got a passion for something that, you want to help in this world, and when you can light up that passion within you, and this is the Sagittarius, it's lighting up the truth, it's lighting up your eternal flame that's within you that, can create something instead of destroying. What can we create together to make this world a beautiful place, and that begins with ourselves. It begins with our own internal being, within ourselves, our internal fire, our internal truth of who we are and what is actually here. We're here feeling that it's really burning within us to bring to this world, and I'm here to help bring healing and help heal and bring that balance of masculine and feminine back into ourselves so that we can create from a balanced place. It was 12:21 on the clock right there when I spoke like that, so bringing that balance, that's the balance of masculine and feminine. So let's concentrate on a little bit more of how can we be balanced within ourselves so that we can create that essence of balance on the outside into our lives. So when we do that within, so as within, so without, so that's what's going to happen for us all here. So I'm here as it is the beginning of the week. It's the King's birthday here that we're celebrating. We've got a public holiday here in Australia, so we've got this public holiday that we've got the King's birthday. So the Monday, the beginning of the week, and I'm here to bring a card for everyone to see what comes from the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, and just checking in what we may need to know as we're in this waxing moon phase at the moment, and there might be some things that we need to be aware of. So we're just asking Spirit, asking the Queen of the Moon, what is it that we most need to be aware of as the moon is in its waxing phase into the full moon, and then we will actually go through that full moon phase, and maybe there's some other card that might come up for after the moon phase. So can we have what we need to know for the waxing moon phase to the full moon? What do you want us to know, please? Okay. All right. This is beautiful. So peace. We need to be in peace so that we're creating that peace in our lives. And it's got this beautiful bubble around her. It's creating that beautiful bubble. When we can sit in peace, the number is 28 and that comes to 10. So 1 and a 0. It's creating peace. 1 is beginnings. 0 is like a beginning, really. Like it's a 0 point. So 1 and 0, it amplifies the beginnings. When this 28 comes to the 1, that's what I get there. We're coming to fruition. We're coming to fullness of the moon. It is a celebration. It is a culmination as well. So we're releasing, but we are also celebrating because we're coming. It's full. It's heightened. It's coming. It's exposing. It's in full light. So there might be some things exposed as we come into that waxing energy to the full moon. So, but the Queen of the Moon and Spirit is asking that we be in peace. So when we're more in peace, it creates a calm essence that is around us, and it'll bring a calmer essence to those that are around us as well. And I'm just looking at the beautiful pink. So if we're connecting in with rose quartz, something pink, that can help bring in that love, that nurturing love energy that is beautiful, to help us and those around us to be at more peace. So when we do feel more calm and at peace, things are feeling so much better within ourselves. And then that's radiated out. So peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who use drama as a weapon. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. When we let what we no longer need go, we make room for peace. Right. So, there is a lot of drama, and, some people just thrive on drama. It's like an addiction, isn't it? So we can recognize, the drama that we create, that other people can create, and you can walk away from it. You can disengage from it and take yourself away if you cannot handle it, if you do not want to be in that space. So here's an affirmation. I choose to create and hold peace. I allow this to ripple out into the world. We are an anxious bunch, us modern folk. We are constantly stimulated or not stimulated enough. We find it hard to sleep. Insomnia is at record levels in the Western world. And for some, we self-medicate with food, devices, drama, and work. We seek peace, but we don't know how to go about it particularly well. Peace can begin with a series of decisions we make. For example, we can decide we can't control everything. Shock. The ancient Greek Stoics had a great strategy here, advising a split of your issues into I can control this and I have no control over this. So just looking at what we can control and what we can't control and just letting it go. Think about the most pressing and worrying issues you have right now, or the situations that are giving you the most sleepless nights. Then break them down into pieces and place them under the correct heading, and be honest and discerning. So getting out your piece of paper and writing things down. What you will find is that most of your situations or issues are under the second heading, which is pressing and worrying, the situations that are giving you the most sleepless nights. Break them down into pieces and place under your pillow what is correct under the correct heading. I have control over this. I have no control over this. What you will find is that most of your situations or issues are under the second heading. I have no control over this. That releases your connection to it also if you disengage from it. The Stoics advised that the things listed there deserve no more of your attention because they are actually out of your control. Wow. However, the things under I can control this are important, and you must action these to the best of your ability. These are those things you will influence and where you will glean the most change. While this seems a simple system, I promise you it will give you far less to worry about and instantly more peace. So worthwhile doing. We can be more focused and mindful about what we are doing in real time. We can place ourselves deliberately in sessions in quiet, beautiful and peaceful environments. We can learn what for us brings our body rest and peace. We can choose to not do the head miles of worry. Worry is, after all, chewing gum for the mind. Not really nutritious in any way, but something to do. When we let go of what we no longer really need, peace floods in, taking up this old space and healing it. And there is a companion stone here of amethyst, and it is a beautiful companion stone, amethyst. Okay, so I'm going to just pull another card and see what's ready for us to see after the moon. What do we need to know after the full moon? I'm just keeping a track of the time. What do we need to know after the full moon? Resilience. Okay, so that really speaks for itself. So, what are you carrying on your back also? But you look at your resilience. So how resilient are you in change? So this is after the full moon. This is 21 and it relates to number 3. And it's the waning gibbous moon with resilience. So, she's carrying a lot of burdens on her back. So maybe some burdens need to be released so that you're not carrying all that load on your back anymore. So just let yourself be free of the burdens that you give yourself that are not really necessary, and free yourself from those burdens. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look. I'm just keeping a track of the time. I've got a limit here. So number 21, and this is making mistakes builds resilience. So yes, it does. I have learnt my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong and I am an adult and I act with self-responsibility. And here's a affirmation: I am strong and resilient. As we stretch and expand towards our intentions, we will most likely meet resistance or wait for it, make mistakes or fail altogether. This is where resilience, confidence, and our inner will come into play. We might ask ourselves, how much do we really want what we are going for? Does what we want align with our needs and values? Are we really devoted to having it? Do we think we are enough? Do we have the strength to keep going? While all of us at some time have to go through periods of imbalance and difficulty, even of suffering, it is important we learn to grow and rely on our resilience. This is true power from the inside out, building our reserves of resilience. This ability to stand strong and bounce back is something that has at its heart wisdom and learning taken from experience. Having resilience allows us the solidity and yet the freedom to grow and to take that leap to the next level. It allows us to reach higher with a stability that makes things less risky and allows us to create with a bit more pleasure. Remember, mistakes are simply information gathering. That's it. The less drama and guilt and shame you attach to them, the better. The experience of failure or mistakes is simply one of learning. That is all. As we move around the lunar cycle in life, and we can see things may have occurred before, and that we have experience in how we handle them. Even if we don't have direct experience, we can build resilience as an insurance policy against being devastated by the opinions of others. While someone might say something nasty about us, when we compare this to what we know to be true about ourselves, it truly is no great hurt and really just a place of information gathering. And there is a companion stone of azurite if you have that with you. Okay, so I've gone past and I am finishing up now. So thank you. And I will connect with you another time. Bye for now.